In this video, we're going to be going over 3 starter decks that I think will help new players begin their Clash Mini journey. As you progress up the leaderboards and go through quests, you'll be able to unlock various minis and heroes, but these 3 are ones that you will be able to unlock very early on in the game. Alright, so here we go, queuing up with the Barbarian King deck. And we are playing with tiles. Tiles do unlock for new players at trophy count 90. So once you hit 90 trophies, you will be able to play with these tiles. So this tile is going to be heal 6 HP every 3 seconds, which I think is honestly going to be great for our miner. So let's throw our miner down. We're going to keep our Barbarian King kind of right here and see what he does. So our miner is just going to have like a permanent heal throughout the entire game, which is going to be great because we want to utilize the miner with the dissipate and everything like that. So as you can see, he's going to start to heal some health. He's healing health. There it is, 6 HP, continuously going up. I think this is going to be great for our miner, especially once we get dissipate on that. Dissipate is a skill where it'll actually take a super charge away from enemies. So we're going to focus on getting dissipate onto our miner now. So let's grab dissipate here, and let's just throw these out. So another tip for beginners: if you once a mini has placed, you can't move it. So like I can't move this miner, I can't sell this miner even after upgrading it. But what I can do for the moment is I can utilize the shop to roll through. So right here we do have our miner. So let's go cleave here. And then let's reroll, we do get our miner again. So I'm just going to go miner straight up to level 3. And because my opponent didn't place anything on his first round in terms of minis, I don't want to reveal anything else. So you can see I kept my miner just kind of as was. I kept the Barbarian King, I kept the miner. And I just wanted to make sure that we were going to be able to get a good amount of value from this. Now we have Dissipate rolling through. And he is going to be able to take us down there because he does have the Royal Ghost and the Swordsman. So what we need to do now is I probably want to have our, okay, so we have the healing tile back here. So what I want to do is let's go with the Ice Wizard in this back corner. I'm going to upgrade our Ice Wizard, and then I want to throw our P.E.K.K.A. down with the first upgrade. So, a couple tips: if you tap on the unit that you want to upgrade in the shop, you can actually choose one of the 3 abilities that it has. So that's going to be super important to note as one of the beginner tips as well. And then again, once a mini is placed, you can't move it. So if you want to try to kind of control your shop, it's going to be super important to be able to place your minis and then sell them and then bring them back. So the Barbarian King super is going to allow our P.E.K.K.A. to deal quite a bit of damage. We do have the Ice Wizard coming through on the backside, and then the Dissipate with the miner is key, and you saw 32 damage coming out from that P.E.K.K.A. That is crazy. Okay, so now what we want to do, let's go for the Frostbolt AoE, and then I also want to do Heavy Blade 3 times damage with our P.E.K.K.A. So now our P.E.K.K.A. is going to be continuously getting health. He also places Prince on the healing tile. I think he just wanted to put something on the healing tile. I don't think he was really thinking about what the strategy was there, because he could have placed the Prince in the front row and probably stopped my miner from going to the backside. So Spirit Goblin's going to be coming through. It's going to hit our Ice Wizard. And honestly, that's perfectly fine. We have the P.E.K.K.A. Able to take out the Swordsman, dealing 48 damage. We're now going to have the P.E.K.K.A. go and take out the Spear Goblin. Spear Goblin's going to get taken down right there. We had the splash from the Ice Wizard actually hitting his Royal Ghost. So even though his Ghost was going invisible, the Ice Wizard came in clutch with the splash damage. So definitely utilize this deck with the Barbarian King, as the Barbarian King is going to be the first hero that you unlock as a new player. So make sure you use your star shards to level up your units and focus on getting these. And again, you'll be able to unlock the Ice Wizard as a starter quest mission after you complete 3 of those quests. So Ice Wizard you'll basically get for free, so don't worry about buying that through the shop. Alright, the next deck we're going to be going over is going to be the Royal Champion. The Royal Champion you will unlock at 90 trophies on the Trophy Road. So we're going to talk about the Royal Champion and what strategies you can use with her. So when you're going up against a monk, I personally don't like to place any minis on the first round because I want to make sure that our minis are not getting isolated by the monk. The monk has an ability that is a clash ability, which is a silence. So if he hits any minis, that unit will not be able to use its special ability or any effects throughout the entire match. So we know the monk is coming in the front row. Most of the time you will lose first round against monk, so it's okay to throw the first round against monk. Now what we'll want to do is we'll want to capitalize on this. So we want to go with our golden giant. into this row right here, so that way we can focus on that. Then I want to go with my miner, and I also want to go with the Ice Wizard up here, so this way our Ice Wizard will slow the monk down. This will prevent him from getting supers a lot. I want to go with the Ice Wizard upgrade to the first level, and then I want to go miner. Because he has an Ice Wizard back there, we're going to go with the backstab, and then I want to go with our Ice Wizard with the Frostbolt AoE. And it's okay if you don't spend your elixir every single round. So right here, you can see he chose to throw the round, and right here, our miner will get a backstab shot going through, and we are going to be able to get a hit with the Royal Champion off onto the monk, but it's not going to matter too much. What we really need to do moving forward is we need to make sure that we're continuously upgrading our miner, because the Dissipate is going to be huge. So that way, once we have the miner break through that backline and the Dissipate is able to get onto his monk, the monk won't be able to get off as many supers as it currently does. So let's go with the guard here in front of the Ice Wizard, just in case he has any clash abilities. Then I want to go with the KO ability for the Golden Giant, because once the Golden Giant gets KO'd by the monk, it'll actually heal the units that are around it, which would be really good for us. So now we want to go with the Dissipate, and I also want to go with the Cleave, and let's try to upgrade our guard. I think guard is going to be super helpful here, and I want the guard to grant shield up to the nearest ally once it gets taken down. So he's currently up 2-0, and I think we'll be in a pretty good shape here. He's going to go with the Swordsman right in front. He also has Mini P.E.K.K.A. with Dissipate, and again, that's going to be perfectly fine. So now the guard granted the shield to our Ice Wizard, which is going to be huge, and now you can see we have the Dissipate onto the monk, which is going to help us out quite a bit, and now we're going to be able to get the shield bounce with the World Champion, and we're able to take the monk out and take that Swordsman out as well. So this is going to be really good for us. Now that we know that he has the Swordsman and that he has the Mini P.E.K.K.A., I think what we want to do is we want to focus on taking that Swordsman down as quickly as possible, because the Swordsman is going to deal a lot of damage. So I want to focus. Let's grab our Spear Goblin right here. We're going to go with the Spear Goblin upgrade. And then I'm also going to go with the guard upgrade, and I want it to go with the KO. So this way, not only when the guard loses its shield will it grant its shield to a nearest ally, then when the guard gets KO'd, it'll grant another shield to the closest ally. So we want to make sure that we're able to capitalize on that. He goes with the upgrade onto the Mini P.E.K.K.A. He goes with the upgrade onto the Swordsman. So the guard is going to lose its shield right here. It grants the shield over to our Ice Wizard. We don't have our Mini P.E.K.K.A. Through the Ice Wizard on the back just yet, but as you can see, he's actually taking quite a bit of damage on this backside. Our Ice Wizard, or his Ice Wizard, finally gets taken down. He's going to be able to get the super, but now our miner's going to be coming through on the backside, and we're able to clean up that monk and tie this up at 2 apiece, which is great for us. So now we just need to focus on kind of leveling up our remaining units, and I think I want to go with the guard upgrade, because he's going to be probably upgrading that Swordsman to level 3, which means he's going to be dealing a little bit more damage. So let's get as much health onto our guard as possible, and I think I want to go with the Spear Goblin all the way to level 3, so this way we're able to get a good amount of damage onto his Swordsman, and we're able to capitalize on the Spear Goblin's faster attack. He actually didn't upgrade that, but our miner is going to be able to go through on the backside. We do have that backstab coming through. The monk is going to be able to not get the super off, which means our miner on the backside does take out the Ice Wizard, which is a huge win for us. The Royal Champion shield's going to be coming through, and there it is. We clean this up very nicely from a 2-0 all the way come back to 3-2. Again, placement is super important, so make sure you're paying attention and learning that. And if you ever need to, there is a replay function within the game. Just click watch that replay and watch back and see what you did wrong, and try to fix your mistakes as you progress through the game. And the last hero we're going to be going over is going to be the Archer Queen. Archer Queen you will unlock through the daily gift section on the second day that you log in. You'll be able to get the Bowler from the Trophy Road, you'll be able to get the Healing Ranger from the Trophy Road, and you'll be able to get the Giant Skeleton from the Trophy Road as well. And I think the best unit that with this deck that would be for the Healing Tile, which tiles reset every single day, is probably actually going to be the Archer Queen, because you want to try to make sure that the Archer Queen is going to be able to stay alive as much as possible and able to capitalize on her supers. As you can see, we get a good amount of damage with that Giant Skeleton Bomb, and now the Queen's going to pop off, but she'll also be healing just as frequently as the Barb King, but the Barb King will probably be able to take us down here. We do get the extra attack speed. Frenzy Mode's going to be coming out, and we don't have another invisibility with the Queen, so we are going to end up losing that first round. But honestly, That's perfectly fine. So let's roll with this. We know his magic archers on that backside. Perfectly fine. Let's go with the healing ranger. We kind of want to space these units out. We know his magic archer's over there. It's a big mistake to place your magic archer down in the first round. So I want to make sure we're able to capitalize on that. And I want to go with the giant skeleton upgrade. I want to get our healing ranger down. And I want to grab the dart goblin right behind the Archer Queen, because the Archer Queen's gimmick is that when she gets down below 50% health, she will make all the units surrounding her invisible, which is exactly what we want for that Dark Goblin. We want the Dark Goblin to go invisible. We're going to be able to get a good amount of damage here with that Giant Skeleton Bomb off onto the Barbarian King. The Dark Goblin was taken down by his Magic Archer, but that's perfectly fine. We'll be able to clean this up and grab a nice little victory for ourselves here. Healing Ranger was able to take the aggro of the king while the queen went invisible and just continuously healed up. So now round 3, we're going to have the healing tile yet again. So I want to go for the upgrade onto our giant skeleton to have the extra stun damage so that we can try to keep all his frontline units back. And then honestly, I don't know what I want to do just yet. And because it's tied 1-1, I'm okay with sitting on this 3 elixir. When you lose a round, you actually get an extra 3 elixir. So the default is 6, but when you lose a round, you get an extra 3. That means you get 9 total elixir on a round that you lose. So I'm okay with seeing what he wants to do here. So he goes with the Spear Goblin on that right hand side, which is going to be perfectly fine. And I think what we want to be able to do moving forward with this is we want to grab the bowler onto that right hand side to make sure that we capitalize on that as much as possible. So let's see what we can make happen here. Let's see, let's grab the bowler. We're going to have the bowler come through right here, and then I want to upgrade the bowler as much as possible. If we can find, oh my goodness, if we can find bowlers. All right, let's do this. Let's grab the healing ranger. Although now oh shoot. Let's put the bowler here. If I kept the bowler right there, his magic archer would have just pierced straight through. And I think I want to try to let his... So with this angle, the bowler actually can't get targeted from the magic archer for the entire row. The bowler will just get targeted by himself, which is kind of what we wanted to have happen there. So now we have the invisibility, and now our Archer Queen and our Dark Goblin will be able to rack up the damage, and we're going to be able to tie this up at 2 apiece. So now that we have the bowler in play, our healing ranger's upgraded a decent amount. I think I want to go with the Dart Goblin to get upgraded here. So let's go with the no limit, and then let's also go with the boast attack, and then I think this will be good enough for us. So I'm not really worried about the Spear Goblin connecting to our healing ranger, because the healing ranger can just kind of heal herself back up, because every time she throws a spear to the furthest unit, to the furthest ally, she's going to heal herself back up as well. So I'm not too concerned with the Spear Goblin hitting our healing ranger. He's going to come with the Barbarian here. We're going to be able to get a good amount of damage. We'll take that Knight down pretty much immediately. His Magic Archer is going to be able to come through here. Our Bowler is going to get taken down here, but we are going to be able to get a good amount of damage. Now everything is pretty much invisible here, and we have the Dark Goblin cooking, we have the Archer Queen cooking, we have the Healing Ranger going through, and that is going to be GG well played. So these are 3 decks that you can get in within the first 2 days of playing Clash Mini. So I think these decks are really good starter decks to play the game. As you get higher on ladder, you might want to change things, switch things up, switch up some strategies as you unlock more minis, but these are great starter decks to get your Clash Mini journey kicked off in the right way.